two teams will be meeting, RRQ versus FLA, but the stakes are so high. One goes to Icons, one goes home. But I want to talk about the Vayne mid. Helios, he has drawn our attention.
Yeah, I mean, this is the civil war between these two teams, and RRQ, they start game one off by throwing down the gauntlet. Like Aldes said, this Vayne pick, it's great against the tanks. You're great against Garen, you're great against Olaf, you're even great against Braum. But I wouldn't say that Vayne is an instant game winner here, unlike in some other spots. Why is that, Husky? Because Jace outranges her, Ziggs outranges her, you get outranged, you get outpoked, and when that happens, as a result of that, you can get chunked out before the fight even starts.
Yeah, but RRQ, they once more let the Garen go
They're
through.
lane swapping, Husky.
And they're lane swapping.
Yeah.
We see that Vayne up top, and that was kind of what Odolus pointed out, right? You want the Vayne into the Garen, right?
Yeah.
You can kite the Garen now, you can do damage before he even gets close to you, and it's the only matchup that you don't get outraged.
Yeah, exactly. And also something you gotta consider is when you play Vayne against Jace in the mid lane, Jace will tend to just get natural prio in that lane. When that happens, your teammates could suffer, right? Jace could really just go over the map, play with his jungler, and take control. Now that they do this, they can isolate the Baron lane matchup, let Helios calm, just chill out for 4 minutes or so before the objectives fight starts, and Devil J, he can just neutralize the mid lane. Just stay here and wave clear.
And that is also what RRQ is looking for, because yesterday, when RRQ faced off against Flash Wolves, Devil J had a very rough series, right? All 5 games complete top gap, if I dare say.
Honestly.
But going into today, do you still think that he is that weak link that FLA is looking to break?
Well, I don't think they're going to specifically target Devil J because Calm, you know, he does play the carries, he does play the Camille, he does play champions like that. A bit of a tussle here in bot lane.
Ooh, Risen, very low Igniter.
Okay.
It's going to be first blood, Exo secures it, no problem.
Yeah, that's a bit interesting that Ziggs just ran out of mana. The Ziggs ran out of oomph. The trade looked good at the start. You know Braum is effective level 1, level 2, early levels. But Ziggs is not a great pairing, and because of that, Marky and Exo just did such a great job trading back.
Yeah, and Risen put up the shield. He thought he had the concussive blows proc, but it's Exo, right? He just presses Ignite. And that just gives you kill pressure. Meanwhile, up top, Helios also doing a fantastic job against Calm. Outranging him, out-leveling him, out-farming him, and just keeping him under the turret.
Just a very annoying lane in general. Garen really has nothing he can do against Vayne unless the Vayne messes up big time, right? But like you said, right, Devil J, this guy, honestly speaking, he was a problem for RRQ yesterday. Ysera was a big win condition for Flash Wolves. Now, will this still be weighing on the team's mind here? Or is this something that they're considering going to the game today? Well, he's playing Darius in game 1, so it looks like they are still thinking about it. We want you to be stable here, Devil J. We want you to do your job, let Helios carry, let Chaz pop off, let Exo find a good engage.
Even the games that RRQ won yesterday, it was down to Chaz and Helios, right?
Yeah.
Chaz Irelia, Chaz Kha'Zix, Helios Rakan, Miracle Steal, the Baron Steal. We saw all of those being done by Chaz. You know, we call it a miracle. Some audience on Twitch that call it skills, but it's a combination of both.
Some call it luck.
Some call it luck, but you need skills to start it out. It branches out. You know, at the end of the day, you know, Chaz is the big chat.
No, Chess is a chat for sure. This guy is cracked, right? He got multiple MVPs yesterday. Actually, they just won 2 games, so I think he got like 2 MVPs as well. But you got to point out the rest of the team doing their job around him. I think Exo was a clear initiator, a clear win condition for RRQ. And when he's playing Engage versus when he's playing something like a Braum, you see the difference in how RRQ play. It's night and day.
And we see this lane swap coming out from both the mid laners now that pushing down bot. We're approaching the 4-minute mark. Objectives will start to spawn. FLA getting a bit more priority, or at least trying to up top and Calm. He shows up a bit, but RRQ, they will work on this Rift Herald to play out that war.
And the timing is good here for RRQ, and they have a Kha'Zix, so they're going to be able to take this Rift Herald down very quickly. FLA, they're on the Dragon as well. They have an Olaf. No slouch at clearing these neutrals either, so both teams going to pick that one up very quickly. It's just going to be a trade. Now, I do believe what Chaz would like to do here, pop that Rift Herald in Helios' lane. Funnel the gold into your Vayne. Here's your win condition. Helios is going to carry you. Let him do it. Set him up for success.
Apprehend right across the wall. That will force Domain to flash away. Devil J expending resources from the side of FLA.
That was actually blind from Devil J. They had a ward around the dragon, so they assumed the position of Domain. They triangulated it down to a reasonable location, and he hooked him over the wall. Burned his flash. Good play from Devil J to start things off.
Burns Ragnarok.
Burns Ragnarok.
Now you get rid of the threat of this Olaf running at you.
For a minute or two, right?
For a minute. It's good enough.
Good enough for now, yeah. You burn the flash, that's something.
And in an already favorable matchup for Chaz, you take that resources away from Domain, Chaz will have so much more room to now navigate around the map. Duskblade is his first item.
Yeah, he's gonna be very scary here for sure. And now you see Devil J and Chaz, they want to look for a little something. Duskblade, like you said, is committed. If they get a kill here plus Rift Herald, this could be a massive win. Calm doesn't know.
Yeah, this is the first step to overcoming that nightmare of the Garen. It's
Yeah,
with a
he's there.
gank. Calm, help of the redemption. Devil J gets the hammer stack off. Flash, dunk, easy kill.
Yeah, 100% he was dead there. I love the patience from Devil J to wait for his Q to come up and then go for the dunk. They're just gonna get this turret. Arisen is here. Nothing he can do except watch.
First turret going over to RRQ. You want, you talked about them funneling to go to Helios, but instead Chaz goes up, helps Devil J. The main point is to shut this Garen down as early as possible. So step 1 completed.
Yeah, and also they know the fact that, you know, this is a very one-sided matchup. If they're, I forgot the name. Darius gets some items. Darius Garen. We see them every game. I get them mixed up at this point. Darius gets a lead here. He can be very oppressive towards the Garen, as the Black Cleaver completed as well. So Calm needs to be careful when playing side lanes. He can't overextend. Devil J is getting to the point where maybe he could run him down.
Yeah, 1 point to Noxus, right? These two eternal...
Let me ask you, Husky. Are you
yes.
Team Noxus or are you Team Demacia?
Team Noxus. I think
All
Demacia...
right, fellow chat, Noxus lover.
I think Demacia is too basic.
Yeah,
It's like, oh,
you
light
see, why
and
am I not
justice.
surprised that
Yeah,
Brandon likes Demacia?
yeah,
All this
Riku
Boy
is-
Scout, Clark
I know.
Kent nonsense.
This is why we wear black, right? We are here
Exactly. We're the
support
bad
Noxus.
boys, aren't we?
We're the bad boys. We're here to also mourn the departure of one of these PH teams by the end of the series,
Yes.
but we will get to that.
We'll get to that, yeah. Well, RRQ Chaz, he's got the Evolve on his spikes as well. This is the point where Kha'Zix becomes a bit of a menace, not just in 1v1s, not just in isolated skirmishes, but just annoying to deal with when you're setting up team fights. Though I do have to say FLA's comp, I really like the double poke that they have. If they utilize the Jace Ziggs combo well, I can foresee RRQ having issues at the second objective spawns.
Compared to yesterday, RRQ is playing a slower game.
Oh,
today,
yeah,
right? Yesterday they were
It's elimination.
It's elimination. Well, yesterday was a ticket to icons, right?
Yeah.
You can
But now it's do or die.
Now it's do or die.
Yeah.
Last chance. What a poet. Like, do you believe in destiny?
I kind of don't.
Do you not
But I
think this is
get it.
destiny? They meet again.
Well,
We have been doing RRQ games since the playoff started.
yeah.
I think it's fated.
It's fated for us to cast RRQ games. This might be the last one.
They won their first series.
They did.
Right,
They did.
so
we
it's
did
1-1.
lucky charm them. Did they win every game that we've casted?
They won.
Did we cast the RRQ Flash Wolves game?
Yeah, we did it yesterday.
Oh, we
so
did
the
that
first
together
series
yesterday.
it was against Persis.
Okay.
They
So
won
we're not a
3-0.
good luck charm. So we're like 50-50
To be determined. Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
let's
win
see.
one, lose one.
Yeah. Well,
You're
do you
not wearing
believe
the
in destiny,
jersey, so
Husky?
do I believe in destiny? No,
Yeah.
not really.
Okay. Yeah, you see, we're the bad boys over here, right? This is the city boys up corner.
It's the same idea of I do not believe in star signs, but what the internet tells me leads to circumstantial,
It's like a
right?
bit of a placebo, isn't it?
Yeah, it makes me believe that it actually is. You know, Sagittarius are, I don't know, the most handsome
all
guys in
right,
the
all
world.
right,
You
Husky.
know,
I believe FLA will win this fight. It's
Okay.
Olaf time, baby.
all right.
And RRQ, they know it. They just avoid the objective spawn. They're just trading.
Yeah, RQ just making the right choice, but for FLA, happy with that. You have a Ziggs, give him a Herald, double satchel now.
Yeah, I mean, they don't even need it. This turret is so low. Just pop the satchel down and it's gonna drop. Please don't use the Herald here. Yeah, FLA, they would not use the Herald. You have the Ziggs to wave clear mid. Danny has the Infernal Bomb as well. Use that on the wave and you should be good to go. Danny?
He
Danny,
might be in
please.
danger.
Danny, please.
Oh, he's gone.
Just a misplay from Danny. I mean, it's so obvious what the play here was from RRQ. They're obviously gonna dive you mid. They have full control bot. Your team's at top. Infernal Bomb the wave, get out. It's one play you need to do here. You just gotta be agreed.
Didn't even get the ult off.
Yeah.
While all of that was happening, Helios is just having the most chill time in his life.
Oh yeah, that's amazing. It's 2 items in the Exo.
Glacial Fissure onto EXO, Ragnarok pop. No follow-up from SLA.
Yeah, it's not looking great for FLA right now. I think if you look at the scaling factor here, I favor RRQ. You have the Kha'Zix over the Olaf, you have the Vayne over everybody, you have a Senna, like we keep saying, infinite scaling. She's going to be so good when she gets the Divine Sunderer in this game as well. She's going for that right now. And our FLA, I mean, it's the same story, right? Mid-game power spike, Olaf, Chase, Ziggs, Braum, Garen, all of these champions, they spike so hard at points in the mid-game. But if you don't utilize it, Vayne's going to clean house here.
I want to get your quick insight on this.
Sure.
Yesterday, we saw locking. Well, gotta hold
we
that thought
go
for
again.
now. EXO getting ganked again. But he's a Gragas.
It's too hard to kill.
But yeah,
Yeah,
so
I
we
mean-
saw Iceborne Gauntlet by locking Senna yesterday. Exo, we didn't get to really talk about
No.
that, right? Any thoughts on?
Well, it was a very situational pickup that game. He had a lot of damage from his team, and he only needed to provide utility. This time around, yeah, sure, you have a lot of damage inside RRQ, but a bit more, and the Divine Sunderer can't hurt. This is great, though. This is what I was talking about. Mid-game power spike with the double poke.
Redemption just to keep everyone topped up.
Nice.
The turret
Good
is
job.
gone.
Yeah, FLA, this is the timing window you need to identify. That's the player you need to identify. They bring the Avengers crashing down on mid lane. Do the double poke comp. That's your job here.
And that's FLA coming into this lower bracket series with a new identity, right?
Yeah.
When RRQ beat them, they were not like this. Now you have Arisen as the support.
Yeah.
The panel did discuss about that. FLA are
but
looking good so far.
Here's the thing, right? What was the criticism of the Braum yesterday? Sure, Arisen doesn't need to be as big of a carry as Exison does in terms of starting engages, but he's still a big factor behind their engages, behind starting the team fights. And you look at what this Vayne does. She just doesn't care.
Chaz draws some attention, forces out Ragnarok and Flash.
no.
Dawning Shadow connects.
Oh, boy.
Not enough damage.
I think this is a bit of deja vu as well, right? In the BRU Cerberus series, we keep seeing the Senna out, leaving people one hit point. You just don't have enough damage on that one. Domain gets away, lives to fight another day here.
A good root from Marky, just prevents any
Sure.
potential engage. And so far, Helios untouched. Play of the Rune King, Merc Threats, Wits End,
Oh, he's having a grand
richest
old
guy
time.
on the map right now.
He's loving life right now, I can tell you that much. Going for an attack speed item at this point. I'm not sure what that item pickup's going to be. I don't play Marksman, but he's going to be really cracked once he gets 3 items.
Shows the comfort of him on the marksman, right? Yesterday it was Lucian mid, today it's a Vayne Baron lane.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter the role, right? A Vayne's a Vayne.
A Vayne's a Vayne. You get to the late game, you win game. That's it.
What is the Shakespeare quote? A rose by any other name, a Vayne by any other lane is just as dangerous.
That's a good one.
No, it's not. It's terrible. It's like some Grandin tier joke. Just ignore it.
I was about to give it an 8 out of 10.
Okay, we take those.
Yeah.
Better than any score I've gotten this weekend.
What was your highest? 5 out of 10?
Riku gave me like 5 for a punt.
Okay.
I still remember it.
You
I'm gonna get her back for that one. I'm petty.
You will have your chance very soon.
No, I'm never cussing with her again. Because Riot says we're too strong together, so they have to split us apart. If we're casting together, everyone else is getting
The
fired.
pun's too strong?
Exactly.
Okay.
yeah.
Understandable. I agree.
Well, 10 seconds to the next objective. What's this one going to be? Mountain. So both teams want to contest. Bane's not going to be able to complete a third item in time, Husky. But still, this is FLA's role. This is what they need to do. This is your power spike.
RRQ would love to get their hands on this dragon, right? You want the extra resist, the extra shield, just to deal with all these pokes and RRQ. They have FLA surrounded. We're waiting for Exozen to pull the trigger. They put everyone
That's
under
a
the
bad
shroud.
bomb,
They were
though.
trying to
That's
walk
bad.
up. No Mega Infernal Bomb,
Oh,
FLA.
no,
They surrender control of the Dragon Pit.
Yeah, it looks bad right now.
Arisen, Glacial Fissure out, double root. Redemption using the backline. Ragnarok pop from Domain, but look at RRQ. They are dancing this so well. Garen out no more. Mountain Drake completely given over to RRQ
Oh,
as
it's a
Helios
rout.
takes down Calm, and the rest of RRQ will pull the trigger right away. Danny is stasis, Danny is dead. RRQ with 2.
Well, RRQ, they are proving they are indeed the king of kings of the Philippines. They get the mid lane. Oh, well, they don't even want it. They want the Baron Nashor, and it makes sense. You've got Kha'Zix, you've got Vayne. Go get yourself Baron. They get the Dragon. They get the team fight win, and that's about it for game 1. That's all she wrote, Husky. I think they just got hot out skill from here on out.
All it takes is 5 kills. 5 kills, 13 minutes, Baron Nashor on the table for
7,000
RRQ.
gold.
And
Domain
7,000
isn't
gold
even
lead.
near.
I mean, FLA, you press all their ultimates, got nothing out
Oh,
of it. They're gonna
Domain!
try to steal Domain,
Oh,
runs in
baby
Ragnarok.
boy.
They stall out Baron. So well done by RRQ.
Yeah, a really good call there to pause the damage from RRQ. FLA, game 1 looks rough. Game 1 looks about done to me. This Vayne pick, I said it wasn't necessarily a checkmate, but it was still a really good pick here. And the fact that it was untouched, nothing you can do at all with a Garen against a Vayne. That just means RRQ, they run the show, they run the game, they run this town.
At this point of time, if you look at the chessboard, I know you hate chess, just random kids drilling it into you, but Vayne is the
I
queen.
couldn't even watch the Queen's Gambit, you know? It was just so boring.
Yeah, it was slow. I do enjoy the theory of it, but I understand it's pretty slow. Vayne is the queen right now. She can move anywhere. Helios can move anywhere he wants. I mean, this fight was what started the Baron.
And this is a bit of deja vu for me as well, right? Because you call back to Exosen's Braum yesterday against Flash Wolves. It gets to such a desperate situation where you don't know what to do, and you're just forced to use Glacial Fissure to engage. And the moment you see that, you know it's just game over. It's just done.
Yeah. Oh, we at this juncture. I mean,
Yeah, Kha'Zix, so annoying.
so annoying. Yesterday, RRQ had to play Flash Wolves.
Sure.
They were tested. They learned from it. FLA, sure they play Team Flash. We can argue that, but RRQ have been through hell and back.
What are your learning lessons if you're RRQ from yesterday's match against Flash Rose? Devil J, stop getting solo bolo.
That's what I had in mind. But he's doing pretty good this game. You know, he's
Doing much better.
doing much better. Gotta cut him some slack. You know, they probably gave him a lecture yesterday. Why do you keep losing top?
Yeah.
So we sent him mid today.
Well, it worked out.
It worked out.
And against Arise as well, that's not an easy matchup by any means. Now, going back to the drawing board here for FLA, this game is about done, right? I think next game, look for some sort of engage. The reason you're playing a Risen in support is you want to engage, right? You want to be decisive. You want to fight. You have the Olaf. How are you going to make it happen? Where's your engage going to come from? Braum seems to be not it.
Yeah, Braum, you don't use a shield to start a fight, right? I think that's the theory. You need someone to be proactive. You need someone to make the call. And RRQ right now are in the base of FLA. All 3 in-hit turrets are down. RRQ, they run out of Baron buff. So, but like you said, it's already a done deal. We can start thinking about next game if you're FLA.
Yeah, 100%. I think the main thing you want to look at is what are the support picks. Now, you think back to yesterday's series, RRQ and Flash Wolf. The reason I keep bringing it up, a lot of parallels here. RRQ, that's their most recent match. I think the main thing you want to look out for is think about the fact that the Galio was 100% pick rate and 100% win rate. That's for a reason here. Engage supports just look so strong right now, especially when you're pairing up with aggressive junglers. Chaz wants to carry. Domain wants to carry. How are you going to enable that? How are you going to set that up? How are you going to let that happen? Get engaged from your supports. Not the best engage from Exo, though.
It's a good attempt by Exo
Sure.
with the cast.
Copium, oh, okay.
Sticks and nose, clean so far.
Very good, yeah.
So Galio, we have the Set, the
Garen.
Gragas,
Oh, yeah, sorry.
and
Gragas, yeah,
Rakan. What about the Leona? This is where I think she...
Wow, that's the thing, right? The Leona
Yeah.
is honestly a tricky one. I think she offers something, right? But Galio and Gragas, they are just so much more focused. They're so much more straightforward. They're so much easier to execute on. Leona's spells are hard to hit. I'm gonna be real with you here.
But if we go down the list, you have to...
Look, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm cracked with Leona on PC. Okay, I'm like a savant. Like I can go to Worlds playing Leona, but not in Wild Rift. It's too difficult.
Sure. RRQ,
This is too difficult for them too. It's over. This game is a rout.
pretty much. They stop any... Well, they prevent any sort of casualties.
Yeah.
But
So-
it's a slow bleed right now.
Yeah, RRQ, they just walk at you intimidatingly, and you have to burn everything to get out. And all this while, look at Chess. Having this time with life, isolated with the dragon, having a nice little one-on-one.
One of the few
And,
times
yeah,
they
look at
actually get the
Helios.
dragon. You know,
Yeah, they
like
get the dragon. The important one.
Look at EXO.
Wait, no, they don't even want it. They just want to kill them.
All right. The RQ, they smell victory and they want to do it with style. Helios shows up.
Yeah.
A Vayne flanking. You don't see that often, but it's fine. It's fine. They have the lead. Danny again forced to use that stasis enchantment, but only comes up to be slaughtered by Helios. RRQ, so far so good. Calm force back. This game is done.
Yeah, this game is done. This game has been done for about 7-8 minutes at this point. RRQ, a very dominant, very convincing Game 1 win. FLA, what are you going to do now?
They're gonna cower in the fountain and watch the Nexus blow up. RRQ draws first blood in one of the cleanest possible fashion.
And you said this is the third time these two teams face off in a best of 5, right? The first 2 times... Oh, sorry, the
Well,
first time...
best of 5.
Yeah, correct.
Second time best of 7.
That's right, yeah.
But it felt like a best of 5.
Basically,
Yeah.
right? 'Cause it was what, like a 3-1 or something along those
4-1,
lines? 4-1,
yeah.
right, exactly. So RRQ, they're definitely putting on a statement here.